Knew that Ali always try to come back in the 15th round. That ain't shit.
Leon Spinks, the Marine who shocked the world, the man who did the impossible and beat Muhammad Ali when nobody gave him a chance. But here's the crazy part. Leon had his own list of boxing heroes, and these picks are going to surprise everyone who thinks they know the gap-toothed champion. Today we're counting down Leon Spinks' 10 favorite boxers of all time. We're diving into stories nobody ever heard, conversations that happened in locker rooms.
And now Cowie is sticking his tongue out of him, taunting him. You can't hurt me, and Cowie came back with a brutal right.
And the fighters who shaped Leon's view of this brutal sport. From his childhood idols to the warriors he faced in the ring, this list shows a side of Leon most fans never got to see. Some of these names will make perfect sense, but others are going to leave you speechless. The connections run deep, the respect is real, and the drama behind these choices reveals truths about Leon's character that went way beyond his wild lifestyle. Number 4 is absolutely insane, and the top spot, nobody saw that coming. Let's get into it. 10. Joe Frazier. Smokin'. Joe Frazier kicks off our list at number 10, and this choice shows Leon understood pressure fighting better than people gave him credit for. Frazier was the relentless force who never stopped coming forward during his own career. Leon loved how Joe just broke people down, a training partner allegedly stated. He'd talk about Frazier's body attack like it was poetry in motion. What connected Leon to Frazier wasn't just the aggressive style, it was the working class mentality, the idea that you could outwork and out-hustle anyone if you had enough desire. The deeper connection? Both men came from nothing and fought their way to the top through sheer determination. Leon saw himself in Joe, a close friend supposedly mentioned. Two guys who weren't supposed to win but did it anyway through pure heart. Gym insiders claim Leon tried incorporating Frazier's relentless pressure into his own approach. Frazier's battles with Ali particularly fascinated Leon. Joe showed the world that Ali was human, Leon reportedly said to sparring partners. That gave me hope that I could do the same thing. The courage Frazier displayed against bigger names inspired Leon to believe he could overcome any odds, a mentality that eventually led to his stunning upset victory over the greatest himself. 9. Emile Griffith. Emile Griffith comes in at number 9, and this pick reveals Leon's appreciation for versatility and survival in boxing's toughest era. Griffith fought everyone and never backed away from challenges, a quality that Leon deeply admired throughout his own roller coaster career. Emile could adapt to any style, Leon allegedly told friends at boxing gatherings. One fight he'd box pretty, next fight he'd brawl. That's intelligence right there. Sources close to Leon claim he studied Griffith's ability to switch gears mid-fight, trying to learn that championship flexibility that kept Emile on top for years. What really impressed Leon was Griffith's longevity in a murderous division. Emile fought killers for over a decade, a former teammate supposedly heard Leon say. That takes something special inside your chest. The welterweight and middleweight wars Griffith survived showed Leon what true championship durability looked like. 8. Roberto Duran. Roberto Duran stormed into number 8, and Leon's respect for Manos de Piedra was something people close to him witnessed firsthand. Duran represented the ultimate warrior spirit, a fighter who would rather die than quit, which perfectly matched Leon's own approach to the sport. Roberto fought like every round was life or death, Leon allegedly mentioned to training partners. That's the kind of heart you can't fake or teach. What fascinated Leon about Duran was the Panamanian's ability to intimidate opponents before punches even started flying, creating psychological advantages that Leon wished he could master. The connection went deeper than just fighting styles. Both men came from poverty and used boxing as their escape route from desperate situations. Leon understood Duran's hunger, a gym regular supposedly shared. They both knew what it meant to fight for survival, not just glory. That shared background created an unspoken bond between them. 7. Sonny Liston. Sonny Liston lands at number 7, and this choice shows Leon's fascination with boxing's most intimidating figures. Liston was the boogeyman of his era, the ex-convict with thunder in his fists, who scared grown men before the opening bell even rang. Sonny was the baddest man alive until Ali came along, Leon allegedly told people around him. That power and that stare, nobody wanted any part of Liston. Sources say Leon admired how Liston used fear as a weapon, understanding that boxing was as much mental warfare as physical combat. What connected Leon to Liston was the underdog story and redemption narrative. Both men had rough backgrounds and made mistakes that society judged harshly. Leon felt like people never gave Sonny a fair shake, a confidant supposedly revealed. He understood what it meant to have everyone root against you before you even stepped in the ring. 6. Archie Moore. Archie Moore slides into number 6, and this surprising pick demonstrates Leon's appreciation for longevity and ring wisdom. The old mongoose fought professionally into his late 40s, proving that craftiness and experience could overcome younger, stronger opposition for decades. Archie was still knocking people out when most fighters were collecting Social Security, Leon allegedly joked with friends. That's legendary status right there. What impressed Leon most was Moore's ability to reinvent himself throughout different phases of his career, adjusting tactics as his body changed over time. The light heavyweight wars Moore dominated showed Leon that size wasn't everything in boxing. Archie beat heavyweights while being smaller, a training associate supposedly heard Leon mention. He proved that skill and timing beat muscle every single time. This philosophy influenced Leon's own belief that he could compete with bigger heavyweights despite physical disadvantages. 5. Ken Norton. Ken Norton breaks into the top 5, and this selection makes perfect sense given their heavyweight era overlap. Norton was the man with the awkward style who gave Ali problems, breaking Muhammad's jaw and proving that unconventional approaches could neutralize even the greatest talents. Ken showed everybody that there's more than one way to win, Leon allegedly said to sparring partners. You don't have to be pretty, you just have to be effective. Sources claim Leon studied Norton's cross-arm defense and herky-jerky movements, recognizing that unorthodox tactics created confusion and opportunities against technically superior opponents. The shared experience of facing Ali created a special bond between them. Leon and Ken would talk about fighting Muhammad like war veterans sharing combat stories, an insider supposedly revealed. They understood pressures that nobody else could comprehend. Both men lived with the burden of being defined by their Ali fights, for better or worse. 4. Larry Holmes. Larry Holmes crashes into number 4, and yeah, this might shock people who remember their bitter rivalry. But sources say Leon always respected Larry's skills even when they were trading insults in the press. Holmes represented everything Leon wished he could have been: consistent, dominant, and professionally managed. Larry was the total package, Leon allegedly admitted to friends years after their fighting days ended. He had the jab, the power, the chin, everything you need to stay champion for years. What ate at Leon was knowing that Holmes achieved the longevity that Leon's lifestyle choices prevented him from reaching. The real story here involves alleged conversations between them at boxing events decades later. They made peace and Leon told Larry straight up, "You were the better professional," a witness supposedly shared. That took real character for Leon to admit. The rivalry softened into mutual respect as both men aged and reflected on their careers. 3. Floyd Patterson. Floyd Patterson storms into number 3, and this choice reveals Leon's softer side that the media rarely showed. Patterson was the sensitive champion, the man who wore disguises after losses because defeat hurt his soul, not just his record. Floyd had a heart that boxing almost destroyed, Leon allegedly told people close to him. He cared too much, felt too deeply for this brutal game. What connected Leon to Patterson was their shared vulnerability. Both men struggled with demons and insecurities that fame and fortune couldn't fix. The parallel stories run deeper than most fans realize. Patterson became the youngest heavyweight champion before Leon broke that record, creating a historical link between them. Leon always mentioned Floyd when people talked about his age record, a friend supposedly stated. He felt connected to Patterson through that achievement. What really sealed Patterson's place was his comeback attempts and refusal to quit despite humiliating defeats. Floyd got destroyed by Liston twice but kept fighting, Leon reportedly said. That's not stupidity, that's courage most people don't possess. Sources claim Leon saw his own struggles reflected in Patterson's journey. Two sensitive souls trying to survive in boxing's merciless world. 2. Michael Spinks. Michael Spinks explodes into number 2, and this placement needs no explanation. Leon's little brother wasn't just family. He was the Spinks who achieved everything Leon couldn't maintain, the one who turned natural talent into sustained excellence and financial security. Michael did it the right way, Leon allegedly told friends with a mixture of pride and regret. He listened to the right people, made smart choices, stayed disciplined. What complicated this relationship was Leon's struggle watching his younger brother surpass his achievements while Leon's own career crumbled from poor decisions and management. The bond between them transcended boxing rivalries and sibling competition. Leon loved Michael more than anything, multiple sources have stated. Watching Michael win titles brought Leon joy even when his own career was falling apart. The Olympic gold medals they both won created a foundation of shared glory that nothing could diminish. 1. Muhammad Ali, the greatest. Leon's number 1, and this choice carries more weight than any other because Leon did the impossible. He beat Ali when everyone said it couldn't happen. But the relationship between them went far beyond one magical night in Las Vegas. Muhammad was my hero before he was my opponent, Leon allegedly told interviewers throughout his life. Beating him was the best and worst thing that ever happened to me.
I'm not predicting the round. Could, but it puts me on the spot because you worry about trying.
What made Ali number 1 wasn't just respect. It was the complicated reality that Leon's entire identity became tied to that upset victory. Here's what people forget. Ali destroyed Leon in the rematch, but their bond somehow survived. They became friends later in life, insiders claim. Leon would visit Muhammad and they'd laugh about old times. The fact that Ali could forgive Leon for taking his title showed a character that transcended boxing. That's Leon Spinks' 10 favorite boxers, from Smokin' Joe to the greatest himself. What surprised you most about these picks? Drop your thoughts below, hit that like button, and subscribe for more untold boxing stories. Thanks for watching.